You make the beat. Jerome, you made that beat.
Nah, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. Let's get it in, fella. Let's get it in.
All right. Excuse me.
Let's put this work in. Let's put this work in. Yo, what's going on, Facebook family? What's going on, YouTube family? Yo, we just gonna do what we do. Just gonna do a little bit of freestyling today. We just got a range of topics that we can talk about. Um, we can answer questions when people want to post any questions and stuff like comments they want to put in. Um, so let's get it in. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. Go. So Jerome, you know how you set us up. Start us off on a good foot, my brother.
Yeah, no doubt. Hold on. All right. Hope everybody's well. Facebook family, YouTube family. For those of you on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel and share. Like. Those of you, our Facebook family, share also. Um, we'd like to welcome everybody in to another episode of The Three-Headed Monster. As always, everything that we speak on, everything that we talk about is our opinions, and strictly that. Don't believe anything that we tell you. Take the information, go research it, find out for yourself. Come back, let's politic, let's build upon it, let's go forward. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. What's up, B?
Yeah, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Brother B, aka the Silverback. You know, we're just trying to put some work in, man. It's been a lot of stuff that's going on. We're just gonna chit chat about it. Let me see how my brother doing. What's up, brother Tut? King Tut?
Peace and love to everybody. How's everybody doing? All of the audience, the panel, peace and love.
All right, I see Melissa. She done jumped on. What's going on? How y'all doing? It's been some interesting stuff today. I mean, not really been on, big on the news cycle lately, just because of all the current stuff that's going on. Most of it's negative. I mean, but are we missing the 45 isms that he used to put out there? That negative energy that we used to try to hit back like Serena Williams, with that return serve. So, but at the same time, I mean, we just saw I mean, they just impeached him again. They just brought it to the Senate. You know, if anybody cares about it, anything. But I mean, you know, the question is it justified that he getting impeached again? You holding back?
Now, I had that same point of view. I mean, I'm like, what's the use of impeaching him when shit he's out of office? That's wasting time. But there's a lot of other things that also go entail that he won't be able to get into office again. Nobody really cares about that. Ain't nobody gonna vote him in again. But the point of him having the perks of former presidents now, hey, yeah, cut him off from that shit. Let him start to use that Trump millions he got.
Indeed.
Trump millions?
Trump millions he got. He got some Trump millions. At least.
I mean he do, but look who he used. He using his people. He using his followers.
When you think of capitalism, that's what all of them do.
Well, I mean, outside of capitalism, I mean, with any religion, the leader always uses the followers of the congregation.
Right. You're not gonna cut off your supporters. People that support you, why would you? Because they're supporting you and they're giving you your notoriety. They're giving you your donations. They're giving you that. So if people are supporting you, you definitely don't want to turn them away. That's like somebody trying to give you $100 and you like, nah, man, I'm good. Everybody can use the 100 for something. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, it's kind of crazy because, like you saying, the perks that come with being the ex-president, and stopping him from running again because he put it out there he's going to run another 4 years from now because he needs that power. He needs that audience. To him, he's a god, and he's feeding off of the worship that everybody is doing. I guarantee you, dude, he had a hard on when he saw that happen on the 6th. He probably was like, "What?" You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's real talk though, because some people need that worship to make them feel like who they are as a person. So
did he freeze up on us? Look at that! What
the? Mile wide open. But yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you about they don't want him running for 4 more years.
Y'all ain't gonna be picking on me, dude. I froze, man. Leave me alone.
Yeah, but I agree. That's why the impeachment is trying to come forth because they don't want another debacle.
But did he, or did he just really show the true inner that inner? Did he show real America?
No. Real America is evil, dirty, nastier than Donald Trump could even imagine. Murder, pillage, landscaping. You know
but
what I'm saying?
A lot was going down. But you got to understand, it's always this distraction. Because I mean, actually, it's kind of funny because like I miss this dude. It's no Twitter. It's like it's quiet. I mean, yo, I'll be honest with y'all. I've been watching Fox News just to see if this dude gonna pop up, and I still ain't getting nothing, dude. I'm not getting fed this retardedness no more. So it's like now I gotta be civilized again because I mean you have to look at it though. It was entertainment. It made me watch politics like crazy, and I think the politicians didn't want to see that much light on them. Now everybody's watching. I'm like, we watching your every move. So I think he might have did us a good thing, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I can agree with you, man. I think I looked forward. I think everybody had to turn it on CNN or some news just to see what Trump was doing. I found it very entertaining. As one of the most exciting presidential runs I've experienced in my lifetime. And I have to say, I do miss it. Now we back to the mundane, boring, redundant, stamping papers and passing them to the side. You know what I'm saying? It's no entertainment. I mean, our printer was a Twitter virus. He was a Twitter vampire. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely a miss because we don't have that kind of communication with someone in the White House. They have many kind of meetings and different things, and Trump, it kept us posted on a lot of shit.
I think it probably speaks more to us than it does him. It's only been 5 days, and and we and we need that Trump fix.
I'm fiending.
Where you at now, man? Where you at?
You up on Capitol Hill? You got any more of that Trump, man?
I need yo, just give me another hit, man. Give me another hit, man.
But
it's been too quiet. For real. But when you see what they talking about, it's like go over just to see what they talking about.
Right.
And I'm like,
I mean, you made an interesting point when you said it shed more light onto Washington. Like I said again, it's more on us now that it has been revealed, not to us because we've always known what America is, but revealed to everybody that was in denial. What are we gonna do to keep their foot to the fire?
Yeah,
I think that's the bigger question.
Yeah, keeping the foot on the gas. You know what I'm saying? Because now that the presidency has switched, now the conversation is going all about Biden's initiatives and stuff, and we still leaving on the table. You got to forget. You can't forget. 6 months, man. We had a major uprising in the people with the George Floyd rises. You know what I'm saying? People, we forgetting about that. We forgetting about that fight. What about that fight? What about those conversations with race on the table? What about, what I'm saying? That's getting lost now.
Police reform, all that. Yeah. Wow, dude, you just made a good comment because it's one thing that he did a executive order today that kind of damn, dude, why you do that? That transgender policy he putting out there, I'm not feeling it because why are we trying to erase something that we are? I mean, I'm not uni. I mean, I'm a male. I'm a man. I hate to say it. I'm not trying to be a female. Some people might take offense to it, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? But for you to sit there and tell me I can't say that, or that it's okay that my daughter got a dude that want to be a girl dunking on people,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you make a valid point, man. When you speak about transgender and we're entering into the age now where people are they're confused. I don't want to call them confused. Where they're deciding on what gender they want to claim, different things. But I'm saying that to say this. Now we've seen. I'm pretty sure y'all stay current with trends, and you see the Busset Challenge and women. They look like their normal selves, their homebody self, and then they bust it into this makeup figure. Now, I watched some of the little videos. I'm pretty sure y'all have too. I just want to bring one thing up. I want to know if what I'm seeing is what the world is seeing too. when these girls busted and dropped down, they look like they wanna they in the RuPaul drag race. I mean, like women are starting to dress, they putting on so much makeup, they looking like these guys in drag. Is anybody else noticing that? They dropped down and busted. A man that came out. What the hell? It was like RuPaul's drag race.
Yo, it's interesting, but go ahead, Jerome.
No, I mean, I might have missed a couple of those, but I don't know, Ted.
The way the ladies put on all this makeup now, they got the TV show now. Everybody flick channels. You see commercials. They got a RuPaul drag race. You know what I'm saying? And they be dressed up on there with all the makeup. And you look at them, you can't really tell. And then you see the women these days, they go, I just got my face beat up. And it look like RuPaul drag race. Like, what's wrong with our image of beauty? You know what I mean?
Good question. I mean, I would like for a couple of ladies to comment on that. What happened to, I mean, I know how you want to look good, but what happens to being just natural? Your natural beauty, just, you know, I mean, you can put a little eyeliner, but it's like are you hiding you? I know we might get beat up on this one. I know we're going to get beat up on this, but I mean, but at the same time, it's kind of like if you're born, I don't like this decision that he putting out there, because if you have to wait till you're 18 to, what's the age limit to drink? 18, 20,
21?
To smoke, to even smoke cigarettes, you got to be what?
I think 18. I think they moved it up to 21, 18 to 21, something like that.
So how is it that you're giving kids opportunity to change their gender?
If they what?
Gender. I say ginger. I mean gender.
I'm sorry.
I know you. Yeah, Tut, you got me. Hey, sometimes it slips out, man. Leave me alone from Carolina.
They cook good with that ginger, boy.
We got to give one a show.
But you see what I'm saying though. That gender is, you're giving kids, choices to be something that, if you're not old enough to make, grown up decisions, how can you say, I want to be this, I want to be that? Under the age of 2021, when you got all these laws that's in effect that tells you what you can and cannot do. You have to be 18 to be tried as an adult. Some states 17. It depends on the case, but how you giving kids, an opportunity to say something like that, or even how can you even put that out there? You know what I'm saying? You teaching kids this at a young age, so they growing up as a confused state. So AI, they actually create them like they about to be AI. All we need is you don't even need your body. We just need your mind. So genderless society, that's dangerous. That's just my opinion. I think that's dangerous. I said it right. Stop looking at me like you got something crazy to say to me, man.
Go ahead, Ted.
I know and understand. I'm gonna get back to the gender, but I'm also want to embrace the ladies that, I do understand how, makeup makes them feel good. Some women, they just like to put on the makeup, and which in moderation it is appealing. I think they're overdoing it. Now like as far as the gender, the specificity to specify the genome, many of us, we know and understand how the XX makes a girl and the XY makes a boy. And so these genomes they produce a male or female. So, like, there are cases where, things happen and a child may have both genitalia. So a lot of times, decisions are made and parents decide one or the other, and it might not be the right one that the child produces. In those instances, my opinion, I would say, grow up, let the child grow up and make that decision. But I think that has a lot to do with our people identifying with their gender, because their bodies are telling them one thing and society is telling them another.
Boom. Society. I can't get these words out today, dude. Society. Society is just making these decisions. So it's what you see. I mean, look at TV. TV don't care no more. What is scary anymore now? I know when we grew up, it was Friday 13th. That was some mad crazy, or Nightmare on Elm Street. That was like, or Halloween. Oh, but now it's like we trying to step to. It's like we need that shock just to be like that, or just an adrenaline rush to be scared. But I just told my boys, I literally just told them, it's like, dude, y'all stay on your phone so much. That phone to you is a god. Y'all worship your phone because this is you the whole time. And I mean, what are you learning? You only learning what that phone is telling you. So in other words, you're following a god in a sense. Little G, little G, little G.
I think that's a little edgy, bro. You look hard on you right there, boy. That's hard there, boss man. I think the phones are an excellent medium if used properly.
It is, if you use it properly.
Right. If
using it properly.
Oftentimes they are transferring information. YouTube videos. They're transferring information. But like to use it properly, to where the child is being able to identify information, absorb it, and then utilize it properly. You know what I'm saying? So just having that information of that children can utilize that resource that they have in that phone. Now, in reference to the worship, I was just speaking the other day. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they mix up praise and worship. There's a big difference. It's a big difference between praise and worship. You know what I mean? And so giving praise, you're showing appreciation, it's vitality in your daily life, you're just showing honor, but worship gets into idolatry, and worship takes one away from themselves, you know what I mean, to where one can forsake themselves for that honor, you know what I mean. So we definitely have to clarify and understand, even a lot of our ancient praises have been mistaken for worship. And now these days, we often take that worship and we jump off the bridge with it. You know what I mean? They take that worship and jump off the bridge with that shit now, So we have to be careful of praise and worship. And putting worship on the phone, the phones do have the children mesmerized, but I don't think they worship them. You know what I mean? They praise that phone though. You know what I mean? They praise that phone, and like I say, I think we need to help the children utilize it for its positive uses of gaining information, what I'm saying, of distilling and distributing and sharing, you know what I mean, to where trends that they're creating these days ain't just for these stupid dances and songs, to where trends they're creating, they're dropping science. This motherfucker knowing how to damn scrap gold now. and from a rhyme or a dance, make it to where this stuff is entertaining to where the youth are learning, so they can know that, what I'm saying, belladonna will kill you. You know what I'm
saying? I think too, B, when you talk about worship, well, let's just talk about the phone itself. The phone is packed with a lot of information. It has a lot of access to it, right? I think you described your children as kids, right? So
True.
when you put that label on them, if they are kids, then it's up to you to moderate how much time they get with their phones. So if you feel that this phone is so dangerous and so corrupted to their mind, why leave it with them? So
I agree with you. I agree with you.
So maybe that should be an amount of time.
That's bad parenting on me.
No.
I know what you're saying. I got you. I'm just saying.
But I'm just saying, if the phone is the problem, you left it with them. You bought it for them. So you have to look at it from a perspective of how much time do you get with it, and when you're with it, what type of time are you spending with the phone? Is it, as Tut says, for research, information, the building and equipping of your child, or is it just for purely entertaining your child? We all are social creatures, so we strive for affection, we strive for attention, and sometimes kids, people get more of attention and affection from a phone than they do from human contact. And so,
God, you hit that on the head.
So maybe we need to moderate how much time we get with our phone, even as adults. We might need to moderate how much time we get with our phone.
Yeah, you got a lot of people. You got adults. They don't take. They are the worst culprits, if you ask me.
Right.
You're enforcing. The adults are the worst culprits, and they spend the majority of their time Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and they cater their lives to it, and to where people ready to get a picture, get a video, go live, So the medium of social media has allowed people to transcend ways of communication, but it also, there's also gifts and curses, So it's got its ups and downs. So, the utilization of it, for us to use it properly as the resource that it can be, that's vital. And I think Jerome made a magnificent point of setting times out the day, like even if it's just having a rest time, when you're taking 2 to 3 hours of rest time just away from your phone, getting back in touch with some things that we're losing by using the phone so much. Because like our dependency, like if we depend too much on that phone, then we start to lose a lot of our natural and universal characteristics that we have as humans.
True that.
Could we fall out of touch of who we are? We lose our self-identity. So we don't know. It's kind of like only way we can express ourselves by putting our information out there on the web or on Facebook or on social media. I'll be telling people, stop putting your business out there if you don't want nobody to be in it.
You know what's crazy? Tut was talking about how adults, are the main culprits. If you think about, even with more, Facebook has been taken over by the older generation. That's why they created TikTok. They needed something for the younger people to be on. There's more older people on Facebook than any young people. So that's why they created TikTok, So and now we're starting to see more adults on TikTok. So they're gonna create something else for the youth. So
you make me feel bad, Jerome. I appreciate that. I'm an old 40 dog on Facebook. I get friend requests from old teachers and shit.
No, right?
You don't know what to do with yourself. Like, should I say yes or should I say no?
Nah,
But no, I mean, it's
I
good
loved
point.
all my old teachers back in the day, man.
Dude,
Teaching.
we had the same teachers. I mean, we went. Was you a year behind me, right? No, you
Two,
two.
I'm two behind you, remember?
Yeah, yeah,
Tony a year behind you.
yeah. That's true. True that. But it's interesting as hell. You know, I mean, we from a small city, so it ain't like. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Yo, let me. Y'all keep going. I gotta check on something right quick.
Yeah. Hey,
All right.
I want to go back, man. I want to give a shout out to one of my old teachers, Miss Nicholson. Man, she was a very loving teacher. We had some of the nicest teachers back in the day. Even though we did grow up a lot of racism and stuff, I have to be honest. A lot of the teachers I grew up, we didn't really see too much racism like that. Like the teachers, they treated the white kids just like the black kids. You know what I'm saying? They showed love to the black kids just as well as the white kids. So I want to get a shout out to some of the old teachers, that did do their job as best as they could.
Right. Well,
Because
shout out.
that meant a lot. That meant a lot. The times we grew up, 70s, 80s, being in
Right.
school. We were predominantly in public schooling that consisted of a lot of black kids, because
Right.
we weren't in private schools. The majority of your private schools consisted of your majorly white folk. You didn't, black. Hey, I didn't even know what a private school was. For a long time. So the teachers, man, they did their jobs, man, and I definitely have to commend a lot of the teachers who show love and in a racist society that the 70s, 80s, they really did show love, regardless. So shout out to some of the teachers, man.
Yeah, you make a good point because now when I went to school, which is a little bit before y'all, um, especially like when I went into kindergarten, they hadn't been integrated in the South it was less than 10 years. So, it was a process of learning how to deal with Black children, learning how to communicate with Black children and their parents. So,
Yeah,
so a lot of them done a really good jobs of, you know, being balanced. Let's say that. So
yeah.
I give you that. We get some shots out to those teachers. That
Hey, but
worked
that's
well.
major parts. There's
Right.
major parts in growing up. Often, we don't look at the impact that interactions have in elementary school, on into junior high, on into high school. Now we don't understand the curriculum might be a piece of crap, but
Yeah.
the
Right.
interactions that you get in those school times, they actually pattern you to wake up in the morning and go to work. So
That's right. You're right.
often we look at it, but they're conditioning us, unbeknownst to us. It's like creating batteries, like the Matrix would speak about. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So they condition us in these school systems to help fuel this economy. And a lot of the concepts and ideas that you get in the school system, in college, they kind of damn erase that. In college they give you a little more information, open your mind up, but to really learn, you're not going to really get a lot of information just from schooling or from your professors and things of that nature. They may have a few jewels, but the most of your deep information you're gonna have to search outside of your school system.
True.
And so even parents, when you want to educate your children, yeah, helping your child with their schoolwork, yeah, that's beneficial and helping them pass them classes, but are we teaching our children real life situations? And I mean, they see what the parents are going through now, and like the children, they're more interactive into parents' lives. Like, we growed up, the lights get cut off. Mama ain't tell you why or nothing. You didn't know nothing about that light bill and stuff. I ain't. My mama ain't never had the lights cut off. But I'm just saying, it was things that wasn't discussed with the children. And now these days, parents can, oh baby, I ain't paid the light bill, and they talk more with the children. So through these pitfalls, are we educating the children, or is this like an ongoing cycle that the child, they think it's the norm now? You know what I mean?
Well, I think you hitting on a good point about being a cycle, because if you got parents that are not solving their problems, then you got children that are learning from their parents who don't know how to solve real world problems, and so they can only carry that into the future. You got to have training. However you're trained, that's what you're gonna use as tools in your life. You mentioned about education. The first part of our education, those first 12 to 13 years, is all about indoctrination. All about getting in line, getting ready for the workforce. It's not about thinking outside the box. It's not about thinking about building your own. It's about how to be in that line of the factory. And it hasn't changed. I mean, even though America has changed and the type of work that we do, the indoctrination system hasn't changed. And so, I mean, I'm with you with go ahead.
You know what's now, I haven't researched this to find out the validity of it, but some disturbing news I seen today. Cherokee County is now starting to some of the schools, they're merging schools, and the vacant schools they're going to use for an annex jail system. So instead of increasing the education, they're going to use the schools that are built for jails. So basically, it's giving you a smack in the face that people should see. Like, the school system is actually conditioning our children to work and go to jail.
Right. That's true. I mean, when you look at any performance matrix of when you talk about going to jail, when they go to an area, they know by the third grade whether a child is going to be performing at a level that where he's going to be a worker or whether he's going to be in prison. So, I mean, you dead on with that. So obviously they've been looking at some matrices, and it's probably trending more towards children going to jail. So why do you build more schools when you need more jails?
Slavery.
True.
Slavery all over again, and we just not even paying no attention to it because they just put a different name on it. They put some chocolate and some sprinkles over it, and we just forgot what it was.
But more so than again, when it's never left. I think it's just more we hadn't recognized it.
So
Trying to get my feed back up. My feed was gone there for a while, bitch.
sorry, y'all. I just had to deal with some situation. We back. We still dealing with the loss of my father-in-law a year ago. And trying to stay maintained, man. Trying to stay maintained. But
yeah, my heart, tell the family, man, my heart goes out, man. Still, our thoughts are still there, so keep them always alive there.
not only that though, I have to, and then you got my boy Cam Bowie, his mom passed away on the same day. So it hits hard because that's like my brother, so, you know,
Stand.
so, and how it is because we all play ball together. We all played on the same team, you know, growing up the church league. So, I mean, it's been a rough weekend, man, but at the same time, we keep moving. I mean, I try to maintain and stay strong for the family, but, you know,
Trust me, I understand.
me losing my mom, me and my dad. My dad has been 7 years. My mom has been 5. You know, kind of lose touch of who's who. But I got my brothers like y'all too that I can lean on to help me get through some stuff. So I mean,
And I do stupid stuff like this. Like I just take your mind off of it because like I only went to church to play basketball.
dude, that's the only reason why we went. Yo, we played on the back home. We call us Bethel basketball team. I got that's what we did, and I stayed. When I mean
Right
growing
behind them.
up, I stayed directly behind the church. Behind the church, we used to break in the gym to go shoot ball. We were breaking the church to go
Hey, we
shoot.
shooting there with the lights off just about. We playing ball in damn near darkness.
So that's how crazy we are. Like we will break into a church to break into the gym just to go shoot basketball. Cause we know ain't nobody there. Come here, I'm standing right behind. I'm right behind the church, so you know who's there. Ain't
Right.
nobody there. You was like, yo, let's go shoot some ball. I don't know
Don't
how we
worry.
got in though. That was kind of crazy though. I don't know.
Don't worry about it. The Lord knows your heart.
No, because they never locked the doors of the church.
Right.
The doors of the church are never locked. So, breaking
Always
in,
open.
you can't break in. It's already open.
Right.
Interesting. We break into the church to go play basketball. Bro, we was dead serious, dude. You would think we was the Chicago Bulls the way we was.
Church
Hey.
league, boy, it was real.
They say
It's how-
basketball. They say basketball is a religion. So there you go.
Yeah, we worship. Yeah, we only went to church on Sunday so we can play ball on Monday.
Only reason.
There you go.
And after basketball season, ain't nobody showed up.
I went one time cause a girl, you know what I'm saying? Girls get you in church too, like, trying to, the girl, hey, you didn't come to church, like chasing that stanky danky. Yeah, you go to church sometime.
This is why we doing a freestyle, y'all. We just being on just to be on, but I mean, I know we're telling y'all some of our secrets, but we don't care.
Hey, yo, man, cause like people can relate to it. Like even when preachers, when they give their, when they preaching or whatever, they try to give real life scenarios in reference to the Bible. So you have to stay concurrent and you have to face reality. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, man, stress and dissatisfied feelings, they come from not facing reality. So, a lot of people try to repress their feelings, hide, run away, you know what I'm saying? So you got to face that reality, man, that causes one to be more healthier. Coach.
Wait a minute. We ain't got no San Francisco on, do we?
Nah. I don't rock with them.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. You ain't no Falcon fan either.
Oh no, Chicago all day.
He from Chicago, man.
That's right.
That
South
is like
side.
saying
You
we
get it
supposed to
right.
be Panther
Wait.
fan.
Boy, White Sox, Black Hawks, Chicago all day. Don't get it misconstrued.
But no Cubs though.
Oh no, we don't. Them Crocker team. We don't do the Cubs.
Yo, Coach, we just on just talking, man. We doing freestyle. I know you got some stuff. I did talk about that order that Biden. I beat you to it.
Well, what happened? Oh, talking about they trying to mandate vaccines to get the $1,400. What we talking about?
Oh yeah. I didn't see that, but I know you got something on that though.
Oh yeah, no, they made a proposal, so they about to try to run it through Congress and try to say, hey, the only way you can get the $1,400 is if you go ahead and take that shot. I think it's a sucker move because they know a lot of folks need the money, and it's a way to give people the vaccine. The problem I have with the vaccine, it should be if you feel like you need it. If you force people to take the vaccine, now you're gonna have vaccine-induced coronavirus pandemics going all around the country because they're giving you the virus. So at the end of the day, they're taking away our freedom of speech, our freedom of just our freedom, period. They taking even more the deeper we get into this mess.
I mean, to be really honest with you, what are we free of?
Well, we ain't free. First of all, we call ourselves Africans, and in the Constitution it says, if you are African, you shall not and will not be a citizen of this land. So people still walking around with African as the title, African Americans, and African is a big old not citizen American. That's what it says.
And,
not citizen American. That's
right.
what they're doing.
And they wonder why we killed in the streets and treated as less than, because in American society, we'll never be looked at as equal. Never.
Because they know that they taking our shit, and we still haven't figured that shit out yet. And until we figure out that this is our shit, because if it wasn't, they'll be deporting niggas left and right. Niggas will be went back to Africa before you know it. We can't go to Africa because we're not African.
I'd like it.
That's why you have overpopulated jails.
That's right, because that's what they're doing with them. They're getting free slavery out you. Slavery is legal as long as you commit a crime. So if I figure out a way to make you commit a crime, guess what? Now we can make you a slave. Just like the Queen said, if you drink flesh, eat flesh, or drink blood, or practice any cannibalism, you shall be enslaved. And every first Sunday, them churches got you doing what? Drinking blood and eating flesh, and you wonder why you are enslaved.
True that.
Hey, I want to add on to that, Coach. Now that you speak about slavery and stuff, and I want everybody to think about something. Now, chocolate, el chocolate. El chocolate, chocolate was not known to Europe. They didn't find that till they came over here, and they went and they, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't talk about how chocolate and cocoa was majorly grown and transported in the slave trade. Now they made this milk chocolate, extracted cocoa butter, whatever, added milk, whatever. So now you have this milk chocolate. Now, take it to modern times and today, 2/5 of the world's chocolate is goddamn slave cropped in a village in West Africa.
Damn.
In a town or whatever in West Africa. 2/5 of the world's goddamn chocolate is manufactured and grown there in slave labor. They got children picking the cocoa plant.
Right. So at the end of the day, we got to get take our shit back over and get these folks out of our business and making us do things that ain't humanitarianly right. I guess if I said that right.
Yeah, we got you though. We got what you're trying to say. We here.
But that comes down to firepower. Yeah. If you want to stop somebody from doing something to you, you got to have the correct firepower.
Or powers in numbers. If you got 40 million so-called Negroes running around here, what if you have 40 million niggas talking the same tune? Now they got a problem. See,
now they got a problem.
That's what they scared of. They talk about China got a 1 million man march. Shit, hell, they said goddamn Trump got 20 million ready to go right now. So what the niggas got?
I don't know about niggas, but
Hey yo, I tell you that now. Now that you speak of that, Coach. Now, the natives, when Cortez supposedly stormed Montezuma, and after they took him hostage or whatever, in order to alert the warriors in the town, guess what they did? They went and beat a drum.
It was a drum. They let them know.
So the drum, it was called the Warriors drum. So they beat this drum, and that would have signaled all of the warriors of the area. Now, alluding to your point of having this coming rallying point, having this coming cause that we can rally behind. You know what I'm saying? And a drum don't drum without a drummer. So it's got to be people drumming this up, getting us all on that one accord, that one nation under a groove. Where you think they got this information from? One nation under a groove? Because we all have to get in tune with each other. You know what I'm saying? Get on the mothership. And that's right. That's the mothership.
Like the Commodore say, it's time to zoom. Hey. But yeah, I understand. I just think that I think that, like they say, the revolution will not be televised. And I really believe that, because once you go public or start trying to expose everything you're doing, you will be infiltrated and you will be shut the fuck down. So that's the reason why they say that it will not be televised, because it cannot be televised. If it's televised, it's a lie and it's not the real deal. If it's real, it is not. If it's real, it's not going to be televised at all, because they're going to be trying to figure out a way to stop it.
Of course.
True. Wait a minute. Who's saying that ammo is allegedly low? Well, we was talking about guns?
Oh, yeah, ammo is low. They stopped selling ammo on Amazon a couple of months ago. So you cannot buy ammo online no more, period.
Oh, ammo ran out last year. Last year around May, June, July, ammo was scarce. You couldn't even go, bro. Motherfucker was charging a grip if you had some bullets for sale. You know what I'm saying?
You got to know the right people.
They've been scarce since.
Got to know the right people.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about your damn paperclip badge, you know. I got this one right here. For the paperclip, you know.
But I mean, it is low in the stores, but it's a reason why it's low, but it's only low to a group of people. How about
let me tell you something, Brian. Biden did a speech about 4 or 5 days ago, last week sometime, right? And right after that speech, guess what happened? Academy sold out of firearms.
Yeah, that was what was that? A couple weeks ago?
Man, last week it was lines all the way. I went up to the Academy. It was lines all the way down the park line, down the street. Okay. When we went in there the next day, it wasn't even no bow and arrows in that motherfucker. Okay. There's no guns for sale in that. Academy made a post, said they had sold out of guns. Now, we talking about a major corporation here, like a Walmart. Now you run out of guns.
Walmart don't sell guns no more.
What I'm saying is, they're a major corporation like Walmart. And with them not having any more guns, that means somebody's getting prepared for something. You didn't see number white folks in line. You didn't see no niggas in line. So that means somebody's getting ready for something, and we don't know what the fuck is going on. We out here shooting bullets for the damn New Year's and shit like dumbasses. They saving their bullets and getting ready for an all-out war.
You know what? I think, you know, a lot of times we think that they're up to some stuff and they really don't be. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
I mean, no, I'm just taking a different look. You know, I agree with you. I'm just saying, let's look at it from another perspective. You know what I mean?
When 75 million Trumpers voted for Trump, That means he got 20 million on go right now. Hey, go to this place. 20 million of them there with guns, and can't nobody do nothing about it because the police is their relatives, their uncles, aunties, and cousins, and they ain't gonna do shit to them. So we got a problem.
Nah, okay. Like for example, Coach, you got a lot of these folks that invest a lot of money in bunkers because they're preparing for the end of the world.
Oh, but see that,
you know what I'm saying?
That's more of a conspiracy. There's no proof.
No, listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying.
Come on.
So now, they have this inherent fear that something is coming after them. You understand what I'm saying? So, when you do some shaky shit to somebody, the street, we come from the street. When you go after somebody, you got to be on the lookout because they're coming back for you. You know what I'm saying?
You know they coming back.
So that's the retribution that they feel is coming.
So you feel like they did niggas so wrong for so long the way they got to protect themselves because niggas is about to take over.
That's what they scared of. They have been preparing.
35 that white folks will be the minority of this place.
They have been preparing for this for the longest time, thinking that all of their bullshit is going to finally come to a culmination and to an end. And when that day comes, they want to be heavily armed and go out with a damn bang.
They gonna go out with a bang. Cause they're gonna be fighting us. They're gonna be fighting the United States Army and other shit.
Man, they're gonna be going like, man, they don't give a damn about nothing. You know what I'm saying? They have that mindset, kill everything. Myself, you,
but
everybody.
Look, check this out, Tut. When they raided the Capitol, they had something like 68 police officers that was in the middle of the rioters. Right here in Noonan, Georgia, we had one of our school board teachers right there rioting, a woman. They blasted her ass all over the damn newspaper. So what I'm saying is, it's the people that we depend on is the people that's got them cut. If you get what I'm saying.
That's been happening.
But check this out though.
So the Klan has always been the police and the politicians. They just don't have masks no more. So coronavirus was like, hey, put a mask on.
But I'm telling you this. This is something that I'm telling y'all. I want y'all to look at this too. Since the United States done pissed off so many people, you think they ain't gonna run their aid to help out the black and the brown?
Well, no, because anytime a country is fighting within itself, and the country,
never know.
Check it out, though, Brian. Anytime a country fights with amongst itself and becomes weak, another country sees that as signs of weakness, and they'll strike on your ass.
That's what I'm saying. But I don't feel that way though.
Let me jump in.
I feel like it is. We already went through that once. I don't think it'll happen again.
So you're talking about other countries jump in for our aid or our help, right? So in
other black and brown countries, other black and brown countries.
God damn!
What the hell? I'm getting busy.
Everybody take a goddamn break.
You got to take a goddamn broke in on him, man.
Yeah, like the feds that came in and got a hold to him or some shit.
Kick the door in on him.
Y'all see?
Hey, Coach. Hey, you need to get a computer, man.
Hey, I got a computer, but I'm in the bar. I'm in the bar. Chill out. I'm in the bar.
You need to get a computer, man. Damn, you need to get a computer, man.
B, just like in 1879 when they had the Berlin Conference, and they all met, these European countries, these countries that had power, met and they split up Africa. These are the same countries that you're expecting to come help you.
I said black and brown. I ain't say all of Africa.
But I'm saying they've been run by these countries.
But you see them fighting back, though. You see they taking their country back, too. Now, all of them are still under these European rules. I'm just saying. Shit is happening.
They don't look like it, right? But you think, who's driving?
Me.
Because why? Okay, if all those countries took back their power, why they still got American flags flying? Why they still got embassies from the same countries that used to rule them?
No, what I'm saying is, it slowly is an uprising within our people. And I'm only saying our people because I'm saying, the gatekeepers of, of this planet, we're going to take back what's ours.
Okay.
I feel
I
like the
don't know
cycle
about
is
that,
changing.
dog.
I'm just giving you. I'm just giving you how I feel. I feel like
I got
change
you.
is coming. We just got to, we just have to ride this wave. You might
Man,
I
not
got
see
you.
it, but at the same time, it will be some bloodshed. But I
I'm
feel
from
like
some
we will
sheets right now,
overcome.
Brian. It's like they riding with the shit, man. They just walking with the shit, and you got a spick of a black sheep here and there. Like we 4 black sheep out of 4,000 motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
Like it's
true that. But at the
real
same time,
hard.
you still gotta be. You still gotta come on, man. What you connected to? You connected to the universe. Come on, man. You can't live in fear.
Oh no, I ain't scared of shit. I
You,
ain't scared of shit.
either you feel it or you don't feel it. I just feel like
Well, I
it's
tell them every
a lot
day,
of
we
shit
live
is
to
taken
die.
up,
It's just
huh?
what you do while we live to die every day. It's just what you accomplish while you're here on earth is what matters.
I got you. And B, I'm not discounting what you're
Yeah, the
saying.
hell you are.
No,
Y'all
I'm
fighting
not.
against
No, I'm
me.
not.
I'm
All I'm
putting
saying is
bodies. I'm putting cases on all y'all motherfuckers.
Oh shit. I made
Today,
my phone fall as soon as you said that.
this.
today, y'all gonna get all y'all.
uh, Coach making an MTV video, ain't he? But but, nah. What I'm saying is, B, just like for example, these countries that are breaking away, that are taking their countries back, but you're not changing the name of your country.
True.
You still got the same name that when the Europeans were there, the Europeans gave you. If you think Nigeria, that name is 1,000 years old, then you mistaken. So I'm just saying, if you taking it back and it's yours, put your name on it. Put some respect on it.
Well, I don't think they're gonna call it Air Caroline no more.
But I'm saying,
Ethiopia.
but I'm
Call it
Get
what?
saying,
that red hot sauce.
A Caroline. A
Put that shit
Caroline.
on
Alky
everything.
Boulan.
A
Man,
Caroline.
that's some Alky Boulan. That's some Arabic invader shit, man.
Okay, but that's what they called it though, right?
Now they called it alchemy. You know what I'm saying?
Alchemy, right? But they didn't
Yeah,
call it Africa though, did they?
that's
no.
Africa. I mean, that's Arabic invader language. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
So what about so who are we then?
We are the newbies.
He
You
threw
know
it.
what I'm
Oh,
saying?
damn! He backed in the corner. Let's go. Let's go.
I mean, we are
Let's get
original.
it.
We
Let's
are
get it.
original. Nubians or
Nubians. When you
Africans.
say Nubians, you talking about North Africa. Come on now, we in America. Let's get it.
No, Nubians don't mean North Africans. You
Where
know what
they
I'm saying?
from?
You know, Nubians don't mean North Africans. See, that's what the mix-up. What they had northern and southern Egypt flipped, and it's a misnomer to some that don't understand the map
I
flip.
understand you flipped the continent upside down, and then now it said, okay, now it's South Africa. I got you, but it's snowing up bad, motherfucker. So what we got?
Right. So you have original black people that's been
Oh
on
man.
the world, been on the planet for eons. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Why we just can't be original people for eon? Because ain't none of us black. I mean, the sidelines of this picture right here is black. I'm far from black. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of
hey, I
hard.
got a picture of a real black. I'm talking about a blue black person. I mean, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, Cole. I got a picture. I'm at send it to you. I got a picture of a real blue black person. People's eyes ain't never seen nobody this black. And they even when I show it to people, they be amazed, like somebody can be that black. So yes, I understand what you're saying. We are but a version of the hue that the original man first had, right?
Mhm.
So now we are a mixture of various, you know what I'm saying, hues. So
Right.
even though we do have different hues, it still doesn't change the molecular structure of our chromosomes. It still hasn't changed any evolution in man other than the natural evolution of human himself. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So human, hue, man, hue distributes colors. So hue comes in various colors. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
when
I
you
do.
say hue man, you're talking about the dark. When you talk about hues, the origin of color starts from darkness.
Right. I got you.
What was the original question? That y'all was trying to. What was the debate
I think he had asked who are
about
we and
newbie?
what are we?
Who are
Right. Okay.
We got
What
so
are
many.
we?
We've
Well,
been broken up into so many dialects and
this how I
districts.
see it.
You can't
No
name
matter
it.
who,
You can't
but
trace
check
it
it
back
out.
to one
But
people.
check it out.
You
Check it
can't.
out. Check it out. No matter who your ancestors breed with. Say if you was an African that came over here, you didn't have no baby with no other African. You had a baby with somebody that was over here, American Indian. The old baby had a baby with American, which you baby had a baby with American, which you baby had a baby with American. You American, bro. You might had a great grandfather come in from France, come here had some babies by some Indians, and then them kids had kids by Indians. Them kids had kids by Indians. Them kids had kids by Indians. Guess what? They Indians at the end of the day. Now, I just asked this question this morning. How do every so-called black person that you meet, grandmama Indian, but ain't none of you niggas Indian? I don't understand it.
Well, I mean, even taking
Because
the
I went to
term
public
Indian.
school.
Hey, wait a minute now. Even taking the term Indian is null and void
Oh,
because
no,
you're
no.
taking the terminology that the Indigo man, of which
Indigo,
Columbus wrote
Well,
about.
what do indigo means though? What do the word indigo means?
The word indigo stemmed from the so-called indigo children, but it also stemmed from the Indo language. You know what I'm saying?
What about
So
you, Brian? What about you,
you have a
Brian? That's
language.
wrong. What do indigo means?
Dark is basically dark faced people.
Dark face pen and wrong answer. Indigo is the children of God. That's what the damn king called us. He said you cannot go over there and enslave them people because they are special people over there. They are the children of God.
What
Indigo.
king?
And then, oh, I had to pull it up. Now you got me on that one. You got me on
God
that one. I
damn
can't
it.
think of
Don't
his
be
name,
sitting
but it
there
was in the
throwing
six.
shit out
I can
there. I
tell you
need
when.
facts.
It was in
I
the
need
1600s.
facts.
No,
I'm
it was in the.
putting
Hey, you want to
cases,
know who said that?
Hey,
You
I
want
did.
to know who
cases
said
on this
that?
Hey,
shit.
I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get it for you. Hey, I'm gonna get it for you because it was right before the 1638 treaty. So I got you. But anyway,
Okay.
well, I'm gonna dig that up. Hold on. Let me finish. The Indigo, he said that you cannot come over here and enslave these people. Then the Queen said you can enslave anybody that practiced cannibalism.
No, that was the
Check
Pope.
it. No, that was the Queen, my nigga.
No, that was the
It was
Pope.
the Queen.
What's the difference?
The Queen was the
It was a
Pope's
European. How
aunt.
about that? It was somebody
Yeah,
in
they was
Europe. So
European, but I'm
somebody
gonna
in
pull
Europe
it
with
up.
power.
I'm gonna pull up where the letter where she wrote to her people that was coming out and getting these lands and checking out lands and stuff. Where she told them that, hey, if they practice cannibalism, you can enslave them. That was the Queen, because the Queen, the one that they came back with, and showed them what they can find, and she gave them the money to go back.
Now, if you come to America and you look up some records of artifacts or literature that interacted with America before Christopher Columbus, the natives were not, they didn't refer, what did they refer to themselves as? You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't about,
Whatever they
right,
was.
right, right. So it was about what tribe you
Algonquins,
were.
Chickasaw.
Right,
That's all
right,
that.
right. So a tribe may take captives from another tribe. You know what I mean?
What about before you get to a tribe, you had a clan?
Clan, tribe, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But alluding to your point, Coach, I mean, I definitely agree. We are those Indians. I'm not saying we're not, but what I'm saying is we have gotten so mixed up now, even through slavery, even through us, even in,
It
because
don't matter.
now,
It don't
look at
matter.
this. No, listen what I'm saying, Coach. Even now, for example, let's say I'm in this tribe, and a girl who I got a baby by, she was in another tribe. Now, had it been that we were still in those tribes, we might not have made it because we were warring tribes. tribes. You know what I'm saying? So now
you
listen
never
what I'm
look.
saying,
They
Coach.
took you and you went. I
Hey, Coach,
understand what you're
hold
saying,
up.
Ted. Go ahead.
Hold up, Coach. You got 2 ears and 1 mouth
Okay,
for
I'm
me.
No, but I'm
confused here.
saying what you're saying about the tribes. When you
If I'm
start talking
listening
about
to you,
tribes,
if I'm listening to you, you gotta listen to me
I'm
now. You got
listening.
to get the clear picture of what I'm saying, you know.
Go ahead.
So as I'm saying, when you do that, 2 tribes may be warring tribes of 2 individuals who originally in the native land of being Indians would not have been able to mate. But now during slavery and after this interaction, now in modern times, we may be able to mate with a warring tribe now and create offsprings, which we do now, that would have not happened in previous times. And those integrations between different tribes, which didn't previously happen before slavery, it happens now, and it causes a heightened sense or heightened awareness, which is not a direct mutation that you don't see overnight, but it's over time. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. So
us as a people, we have been migrated, transplanted.
So now we married for love, is what you saying, versus marrying for business back in them days? Because you had no choice who you married back in them days. Versus this days, you married for love, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, right. These days, you have a choice in who you can marry and have babies with. You know what I'm saying? In ancient times or older times before colonization, you didn't have that capability. So the offspring that was produced in this village was predominantly a product of that community in that village, you know. And so warring tribes didn't mate. Which,
you know why they didn't mate? Do you know why they didn't mate? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm going off what you saying. Do you know why they didn't mate though, Ted?
Because they were warring tribes. What I just said.
Do you know why they was warring tribes? Do you know why they was warring tribes? So check it out. Do you know when you get married? Do you remember back in the day when you used to get married? They used to take your blood type. You had to take a blood test to get married. You remember that?
Yeah, to see if you can.
No, not to see if no, hell no. They ain't see if you can. No, certain bloods don't fucking mix, man.
Right.
Certain bloods don't mix. So that's why you see a lot of mentally ill children running around here, because their parents didn't find out if their blood was compatible to even have kids together with. So a lot of these tribes found out that, hey, if you fuck them, you're gonna have some dumbass kids. You get what I'm saying? So they split it up. I'm serious, bro. They did not mingle with each other because their bloods did not mix. Now, with modern medicine, now you can have a child because if the blood don't mix, the woman's body will automatically try to kill the baby. But now they get a mama medicine to where the woman will have a child. But now you got all these syndromes and different things going on, right? So that was your major issue, is because they couldn't mate because of the blood did not mix. So I agree with you, Ted. I totally agree with you.
I agree with you 100%.
I just had to put that out there for y'all one time. That's all.
I don't know where the hell we at. How about that? I'm lost.
You can understand what I was saying, Brian?
I'm understanding what y'all saying, but at the same time, I'm in the car and I must be high and I don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
No, I'm saying that's the reason why a lot of tribes didn't mate, because their bloods didn't mix at all. And that's the reason why they was beefing with each other, because they was 2 different people.
Right. And so Brian, to Brian's question, I want to clarify it with him and he gonna walk off. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to fill it in. I'm trying to fill it in, man.
Shut up. What?
Look, so our point was, Coach was saying, who are we?
Yeah, who are we?
He was saying, who are we? And most of us, we all want to identify with our African ancestry, in which we do. Every being on this planet has African ancestry.
I deny that statement you just said. I don't roll with that, my nigga, because the equator goes clean across the earth. So dog people was created around the equator, which is sunny all year round, and that bitch goes clearly around the earth. The equator cleans clear through the Americas, where all our pyramids at, and dark-skinned folks at, with hair that still on hair just like mine, look just like me, with big lips, big noses, and all that shit, and they didn't come in from no Africa. So you kind of got me screwed there.
The reason I say that is, wait a minute. Now let me explain. Now there has been bones that have been tested and found that are just as old in Africa over here. I do agree with you there. I see that. But migrational DNA that they have traced has traced a migrational DNA, and you know just as well as I know that the mother traces the migrational DNA.
Hey, I know that they trying to push your mind over there to Africa because they think if they can get your mind over there to Africa, they can take your shit right here. So I don't hear nothing about that African shit. I know my ancestors from here, and I'm gonna claim this bitch until I'm back in this red dirt that I'm standing on top of right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it. I think it's a gameplay, and they're playing this game to try to take our mind off what's ours. That's why Martin Luther King died. It's time to get our check. They taking our land and giving it a homestead X. Man, kill that nigga, man. That man tripping. So then what you think? It's a game.
I think
Bring me home, Jerome. Bring me back in, Jerome.
Can I reel you back in?
Bring me back in.
I think what Tud is saying, taking out the element of time, taking out the last 50,000 years, taking out the last 100,000 years, that there was an origin place for man.
In Africa.
That man didn't simultaneously in 5-6 places on this earth become the same species.
They all different. We different from them. Our brains are different. Our brain craniums is different.
Hey, Cola, let me finish talking, Coach.
I'm sorry, I be bucking, man, because I hear.
No. You fine. It's just like if you look at say different types of cats, even different types of cats can't mix because even though they're the same in the same genus, they're not the same species.
Facts.
But humans. There's humans all around the world that can mix, because we're in the same species.
Can they
There may be variations and modifications, but we're still the same species.
Because you adapt to your surroundings.
It's not even. It don't have anything to do with adaptation, nor does it have anything about just about evolution, but being the same species.
So
that's what he's talking about. What he's saying, whether we were started in the East or whether we started in the West, we started somewhere. And migration is why we're everywhere. That's what he's saying.
You got African in your blood. Stop, Coach. Stop.
But I'm saying, let's say we all started here in North America. Let's say we all started in North America and migrated to Africa. We can't really say which way it went.
All the migrations history books that I show that we left from here and went to there and built West Africa. It was the no man's land, and the Africans will tell you that. When the Dutch bought West Africa, they sent for slaves that came from America. I can show all the first slave boats came from America.
All right, Coach. Let me allude to your point now. Let me defer from your point a little. Now, please don't interrupt me. Now, the picture that I have of the person, he is in an African area of which we know and understand the darkest motherfucker on the planet was the first, like blackity black, right? We both agree on that, right?
I disagree. But I'm not.
Now, wait a minute. Now, we just agreed that the first man was blackity black, the black.
You talking about the first woman?
Okay, the first woman. She was blackity black.
But if she came from Central America, she will be blacker than black. So go ahead.
Blackity black,
Anybody from the equator will be blacker than black.
Now, to my point, the picture that I said that I've seen, the black, it is a black person, comes from Africa. Now, have you seen a picture of someone from Central or South America that is just as black as we both can conclude that the first man was blackity black, black, the black, black, black. Can you distribute to me some evidence of a civilization in Southern South America, or a person or a picture that is blackity black, black, the black, black, black?
Hey, you seen those motherfuckers on the wall in the Mayans? Black as a motherfucker with the red lips, nigga. They roasting your ass. They talking about you.
You just said on the wall, coach. I'm talking about.
Hey, but I'm saying though, those pyramids predate those pyramids over there. So all the civilization here predates the civilization in fucking Egypt, motherfucking all up and down the Nile. The shit here predates the shit over there. That's what I'm trying to get the people to understand.
Maybe it was built over here and then then took over there.
But my point is, how did King Tut get tobacco in his stomach or in his chest?
Regardless, look though, coach. Regardless,
poppy seeds.
That's America shit, right?
Regardless of this trade that's going between East and Western Hemisphere, regardless of the pyramids of who built them first, regardless of that, there is no structural evidence leaving remnants other than Africa of a blackity black, black, the black, 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 black motherfucker in which we all come from.
Well, check out the Mayans then and the Incas and look how black they was. And that
you talking about they dead now. They dead now. They dead.
How they dead and I'm sitting right here, nigga? How are they dead and I'm sitting right here?
No.
I'm right here, my nigga.
No, my point to that is that blackness of those cultures has been broken down.
Because I got a cousin right now, blacker than the nigga that you got on your picture. I swear to God, that nigga purple. I promise you, he blacker than black. He blacker than this ashtray right here, and he is American. And I call him over here. That boy so black, boy, will scare you. That boy black, you hear me? He blacker than that picture you got. I promise you.
No, he ain't.
Dude.
Hey, he's so black. He's so black. They want to say the boy got a disease. That's how black he is.
I seen somebody that black over here too.
Hey man,
we got this in Gadsden, right, B?
The boy black, boy. He black.
Hey, but now, my point is, coach, if I can finally finish, I mean,
I'll let you go, man. I'm just telling you, I don't ride with the African narratives. I'm here to debate all that African shit. I'm going to shut it down because it takes your mind off of who you is and where the fuck you from by trying to be somebody else that we are fucking not at the end of the story. Our body produce different, our brains are shaped different, our craniums are shaped different, our hair grow different. We are just totally different species than the African. We just dark skinned just like them. That's it. You get what I'm saying? That's just like all the things that was created where? The Negro created it, the white man got it and patented it. Was those Africans or was those Negroes that created all this shit? I'll wait.
I wouldn't say a different species, maybe a different subspecies.
A subspecies or whatever you want to call it. We are not the same. We are a different breed of folks. And we trying to go be somebody else without getting our shit together. African ain't seen one butt naked motherfucker over here with a spear say, hey, let me get my people back. But we trying to break our neck to go over there instead of manning up and taking care of our shit. And then maybe we can go over there and help them. We got to remember, we are the 9th richest motherfuckers on the planet, just the niggas in America.
I agree what you're saying, coach. I agree with what you're saying. But structural evidence that we can provide.
I got that. I got evidence. Go ahead, Tut. You got it.
You know what I think the problem is? I think the problem is we're talking about this and we're not putting timestamps on it, because just for the confusion of when people say Africans came over, we are Africans, that all had to start in like the 1400s. But us being here, we all know we were here prior to the 1400s. We all know we were here prior to the timestamp of BC. So that argument that y'all are having is really stuck like in the 1400s and up. You know, there's not an argument past that. So,
Right.
so
We can go past that. We
no,
can
no,
go
no,
to
no,
Sam
no. That's
11.
what I'm saying.
We can go
The
to Sam
argument of the
11.
word African, the argument
Okay.
of the word African can't predate the 1400s. It
It
can't.
cannot. It cannot. It
So
cannot.
that's what I'm
Along
telling you.
with the other
So
16
he,
Jesus Christs, it cannot.
right, yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all are on the same page, but y'all are up in time. If y'all just take it back in
Coach
time,
is so
the
heavy.
argument
Coach is
it
so
wouldn't even be
heavy.
there.
He's so heavy on that clarification of African, and which I
Right.
understand when we want to erase it, but you're not wanting to list some of the factors that distinguish some things by classifying it as African so that we can explain to other people, Coach. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hey,
when we're trying to convey a message to people, they don't know that they are Indians. We know this stuff. They
can I
don't know this.
can I share something?
Go ahead.
All right,
Yeah,
hold on.
let brother Jerome speak.
Can
I
y'all see
run
that?
mouth.
Can y'all see that?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Let me go back. I do that every time. I gotta get.
Man, you need to
Come
get
on,
a
man. We're in our
computer.
40s, man. We need the 20-year-olds to be our moderators.
Man, you need
I
to get
know,
a computer.
right? Can you? Yeah, let's see. Can y'all see that?
Yeah, if you make it bigger.
How
Ah,
much
yeah, that's
bigger? I
that
got
book.
it. It's my whole screen.
Yeah, that's that book, the America
Right,
and
Yeah,
right,
but you only find
the
it
world.
in Washington.
Okay.
right.
Well,
That's
you
an
see who?
$80,000 book right there.
Right. You see
I
who's
got
on
the
top, right?
download. I got the download if anybody needs
Look,
it. I
hey,
got
can I
the download
break that
for you.
down? Can I break that down? Can I break it down? You got the conquistadors over there on the left, right? They coming in, they storm in Mexico, right? Which is the Creek Indians that moved up to the south, okay, which will be your woodland Indians, your mound builders, because they was running from those conquistadors and they came up to come stay with their family members, their cousins and relatives that stayed in the southeast and the east coast of North America, so of so-called United States. So that picture gives you a clear description of the type of animals they had, the type of things they was doing. Look like some guys sitting there even shooting dice down there on the bottom, but it shows you a lot of things going on in this one picture. This one picture is very, 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 very in depth to what going on
Okay.
on this.
Okay.
Okay. Well, hold up. Let's find out why Jerome went to it.
Okay.
Thank you, Ted. And it's interesting enough. This book was published in 1678, I think.
Mhm.
But the point of what I was talking about the copper colored people, because we seem to be arguing about the same thing, but we're actually talking about the same thing. So the lady
Right.
that wrote Uncle Tom's Cabin, she wrote a book in 1833,
Mhm.
and she describes the people of America, and she tells you that they are copper colored skin, they had long black hair, small dark eyes, very thick lips, and broad noses. This is in 1833. Now, this is the American race. This is the American people. She said there were many tribes. And this was described, like I said, in 1833. And this is common knowledge to the people of America, or people that came to America, that black people were already here.
Mm.
So let me stop sharing. So I know we always talk about, you know, African. I think it's just we get caught up in the terminologies and the time. If we mention the times, then we wouldn't confuse what we mean by, because when you say African, you're synonymous with slaves, and
So
I
can I
think
ask a question? So you saying the people from that time, from that with the timelines, what you're saying, the
right,
people that stayed in so-called Africa and the so-called people that stayed in so-called America is just
right,
basically the same people, is what you're saying.
I'm saying we were already here. Yeah, we're a couple color people that were already here. We have many different tribes, as y'all was alluding to earlier, that didn't mix. I think the word African, like I said, is used to confuse people. You know, and like even when we have our discussion, I think a lot of people get confused when we use the term African because I don't think anybody on this panel thinks that we came from Africa or
Okay,
that we have a strong African influence in America. You know, I've talked about that. If you look at South America, and you can see a strong West African influence. You go to Central America, the islands, but in America, you don't see that.
Okay,
Indoctrination.
my turn.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Coach.
First
Go ahead.
of all, I should have wrote this shit down. Look, when you say, I'm gonna tell you again. Take the animals for instance. Take an animal that's over there in Asia, and then take an animal that's over here in America. They'll be the same fucking animal, but they'll be a different animal. Like you got like the mountain lion over here, and then you got another lion over there. They said the Americans had the saber-tooth tiger. Then you had another tiger over there. Then in America, you had the what kind of mascot Alabama has? The
Alabama?
Yeah, the football
Roll Tide?
team. Yeah, what's their mascot? The
Elephant?
No, not an elephant. It's in the elephant family.
Well, hey, I hate to cut your wisdom, Coach, but I do want you to look at something and think about this too.
What is it? A mastiff? What they call it? Elephant?
It's a mastiff
with the big hooks. Okay, now those was native to America. This is what I'm trying to get to before you cut off my knowledge. That was our original. That was one of the original animals that was here. They was killed and extinct. The white man hunted them all down because they used them, right? Whatever. Okay, now. So if the elephants and those animals are not the same, and the saber-tooth tigers and the regular tigers ain't the same, then what makes you think niggas and Africans are the same? They come from two different land masses, and they got two different genes. They're not the same. They are not the same.
Oh.
They're not the same. We are not the same.
Talk about,
why do we produce more testosterone than the African?
We eat different foods.
Why our brain cranium are not shaped the same?
I mean, you can find different craniums. Listen, hold up, Coach. Hold up, Coach. Hold up. Listen, you can find different. Listen. It was different craniums that the Europeans studied from around the globe.
Right, and that's how you told the difference of people by their brain size, their craniums.
Can you listen? One time, Coach?
Go ahead.
One time.
Y'all two is serious, bro.
Go ahead.
Listen one time for me.
He skipped the question to go into his spiel. I just asked why our brains were not the same. Why the cranium sizes are not the same as Africans. That's all I'm asking.
All right, now let me explain. Now there are scientists who have studied different skull sizes and have found different skull sizes from different regions of the planet. You know what I'm saying? And this is where the whole imagery of white beauty came from, because the skull that they studied that originated in Georgia around Turkey and stuff, that Georgia, not the Georgia you in, the Georgia over by Turkey and stuff, they found that skull, and that skull was of what they call white beauty. You know what I'm saying? And it really was of a girl, of a baby girl. They finally found out. You know what I'm saying? Now, no, you talk about different size skulls, so that's no evidence. Listen what I'm saying. That is no evidence to show a different species. Each species, even with a different size skull, they still have these same 23 chromosome pairs. You know what I'm saying? Which is a 46 chromosome human being. You know what I mean? So now, alluding to the other point, what I tried to make to you here, you talking about Americans. Even that term American, came from somebody else named no different than how Africa was named. So like saying you're American, you know what I'm saying? You're doing no different than saying you're African. So
if you're gonna do the wordplay,
Right. So you look at the word, that's in your wordplay. So when you look at the skulls on different parts of the planet that have been observed, they have had these natural deviations due to environments and things that they eat, things that are native to that land. So just because they got bamboo in China, that bamboo we know was brought over here. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like kudzu was brought over no different. You know what I'm saying? So that's just showing the interaction of land. And so in these lands, when you eat certain foods, it causes one to evolve a minuscule ways. You know what I'm saying? In each of their own. Now, to say that we're a different species, that's null and void. That's inaccurate. You know what I'm saying? That's now cycle. You know what I mean? You can't say that we're a different species.
But let me ask you a question then.
Hold on. What are we debating about?
No, we're not. I'm just asking questions.
No, I'm being serious because I feel like we're debating and I don't even know where we're going with this.
When they find an old body that somebody that miraculously found, and they pull him out of the dirt, or they find the mummy, they take his skull, they check the size, they check the length, they check how long it is, and they do all these little specs on it, and that tells them what, King Tech?
That just tells them the size of their brain that was in there.
You gotta understand who's doing the checking though.
It tells them where they're from. It tells them where they're from. It tells them what's their origin. It tells them their origin.
Certain parts of the brain can press down. I mean, certain parts of the skull can press down on certain parts of the brain, causing a certain civilization to change or a village to change like that through childbirth. But like
so they do not
discovery, ain't nobody got a head like mine. You know,
they can't
like,
take
so
the cranium and prove
they search my head. They don't know where I'm from. You know what I mean?
You got a dome, bro.
Right. Yeah, you do got one, bro.
Cranial skulls.
You and Jerome. Y'all can't even hide it no more, man. It's just there.
Right.
All so look, am I lying, King Tech? They take that skull, and it tells them the origin of that body when they find it. When they check that skull, it tells them if they're white, it tells them if they're black, it tells them if they're Asian, it tells them if they're European, it tells them if they're African, it tells them if they're American, it tells them if they're Aboriginal or fucking Australia, all by the size and the way that their brain and skull is sized and shaped and colored. And all the brains are different, okay? So when you start dealing with American brains, when they did a study on all these skulls, they found out that the American Negro skull is not like their counterpart, African. That's all I'm trying to say. We are not the same, my brother.
Go ahead, B.
Go ahead.
Y'all got to understand who the hell's doing the studies, because it ain't us that's doing these damn studies. So why are we going off for somebody else that don't even understand us?
Okay. But why would they say they're not the same? If they trying to make you African, why would they say they're not the same?
Who on here say we African? Oh, did anyone of us say we African?
The Darwin theory.
I don't give a shit. Do we study
in all the schools? Go ahead, Jerome.
No, I agree with the school when you're talking about the schools, because now that's where the term Negro even came from, because they had African schools and then they had Negro schools.
Negro, right?
The Negroes. So I mean, I totally agree with you. Only problem I had was with the species part, because species came in a mix. You know.
Species. Yeah.
But I agree, people are different.
I might be wrong with the species, but we're not the same people. We're not the same people. I
agree with that.
If I grow, just like saying how just because where we at. So if I grow some reefer over here and grow some reefer over there, it's not gonna be the same. Them folks eat
it's no different than you grow reefer in Philadelphia and in South Carolina.
Right. I agree with you. That's even on the continent of Africa, there's 14 different phenotypes. I mean, just like in America, we're gonna be different, But yeah, I agree with you.
Hey, now I got a question. Coach, where is your mitochondrial DNA traced to?
There we go. It traced to Georgia, nigga.
me say it again. What are we debating about? Seriously,
No, who
I'm
we
trying to
are.
find out
Who
where we
we
at with
are.
this, man. I'm lost.
That's
I want
what
to
we're
see
debating on. We debating on who
I-
we are, bro, as a people. Because if we
We
can't
indigenous
correct the
to this
past,
land. We
we ain't gonna
aborigines
fix
to
the
this
future,
land.
bro. And
Where
we do
does
not fix the past.
your
It's not
DNA trace
African. They
you
didn't
to?
say our stuff. I didn't do no
Whoa,
DNA,
you can't
bro,
go by DNA, dude. You gotta understand who's doing the
because let me
DNA
tell you
testing.
why though.
You gotta
Let me
see who's
tell
doing
you
the
why.
DNA
The lady
testing.
did a DNA
I
test. She
mean,
sent it off.
when I say,
Then
What's
she
that?
did
listen
the
what I'm
DNA
saying.
test on her dog, and it came back the same.
Yeah, who is
Listen
that?
what I'm saying.
It
When you
says it's
search
for entertainment
remains
purposes
of
only.
life, you search. Listen what I'm saying. When you
I'm
search,
listening.
Yeah,
not
this
only
boy.
DNA, when you search artifacts, you know what I'm saying. Now they can time and carbon date test artifacts. You search artifacts, you can see that the Chinese were drinking wine 9,000 years ago. You know what I'm saying? In 7,000 BCE, the Chinese were drinking wine. In 7,000 BCE, you know what I'm saying? That's 9,000 years ago. They have carbon tested pottery and have shown that the Chinese were drinking wine back then.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Y'all killing me today. I'm trying to find out what the hell we.
Hey, if I have a child in motherfucking Florida and I have another child in St. Louis, can that DNA tell them motherfuckers where they from? Where I'm from?
I don't think DNA period is gonna
Will
tell
they
you
tell them where
from
them
because you
kids was
gotta
born at?
understand where they get the DNA from.
I said carbon testing, a carbon date
Hey man,
testing
it says
artifact.
in fine print. It says for entertainment purposely only, my nigga. Look at the fine print. Entertainment purpose only. It would not stand up in court, say, hey, Your Honor, I did a DNA test, and they said King James is my daddy. I wanted to get some of my money because the Bible is the number one selling book in the world. I need to get paid.
I,
He gonna say, guess what,
I,
nigga? We
Well,
don't give a
y'all
fuck.
shouldn't be paying child support then. But but here's
Yo,
the
but
thing.
that's living on living. That's not living on dead.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah, in the trial,
Regardless
don't
to where we're from, Tut,
like
regardless how long we've been here, Coach, you know, what do we do today?
Argue about some bullshit.
yeah, but still, the bullshit helps form what's going on. Like I talk to my community as a whole. I got a group of folks that come over. We sit down and we talk about what's going on, what they trying to do, what we trying to do, and all this helps in the end on trying to figure out ways to combat what the fuck is going on. I'm happy
Yeah, but
people
we
are
all on
finding
that
out
same
ways.
level though. That's
Exactly.
why we're trying to find out where did the disconnect come from? What? Because Tut say that we got African DNA in us.
I just
That's
say
what
we're
this
not
other thing
African,
was
bro.
about.
I think for the way the Americans gonna come together is that they're gonna have to stand up together as American. They're gonna have to cut out all of the bullshit.
when you search, when you carbon date artifacts,
I don't
where's
care
the
about the
oldest?
term. We can just come together as Negroes, Tut. Well, it don't even have to be American. We can come together as colors. As long as we fucking come together, I don't give a damn.
Damn, colored. I'm in business.
Well,
Damn it.
1830, nigga, they made all
As
Cherokee Indians
Jerome,
colors.
now wait a minute now. As Jerome clearly stated, and as history proves to us, there is never going to be a time when we all come together as one.
Well, we
Only
not,
thing
but
you can do, wait a minute, God damn it, man. Only thing you can do is link up with like-minded individuals such as yourself, and y'all can create a society or a group of men for a common cause. You know what I'm saying? But a dream of everybody coming together, that ain't gonna happen. That's like a motherfucker thinking they about to go travel to another planet one day. You know what I'm saying?
I can't agree with you. I can't say it ain't gonna never happen. I can't agree
You
with
ain't
you on
gonna
that.
never make it to another planet. Beyond all that space time, that is irrelevant, man. If you do the science of time of traveling at the speed of light, think about it, B. You ain't did the calculations of the science. You know what I'm saying? Why you think the ancients ain't never? You can't possibly do it. That shit is fucking out of it ain't possible. Talking about going to another planet, space travel, all of that is irrelevant. For example, if you traveled at the speed of light, you know what I'm saying? If you was on Mars and I'm on Earth, if I wanted to communicate with you, and communication is traveling for at the speed of light, it's gonna be a 2-hour delay.
I disagree.
Right.
I disagree.
Do the science. I don't care if you disagree. Do the
Hey, that
mathematical
man make
calculation.
plans, man. Come on, what you got? Come on.
I can show you the
wanna hear this
mathematical
shit.
calculation. Not only that, even if you travel to a different place, you know what I'm saying? So if you're traveling at light speed, if you go to another planet at far distance, by the time you come back to Earth, you're messing up the space-time continuum to where you may have been only traveling for 4 hours. You come back, hell, it might be 6-7 years gone by. So space travel is fucking irrelevant. You're on this planet. That's what we own this planet for. We are the manifestation of life that a consciousness can reflect and see its own consciousness.
Who the hell
You know what I'm
talking about
saying?
space traveling anyway?
I don't know, but I'm just saying that shit.
Who the hell said we
I
got to
made-
be some damn astronauts? Ain't
I
nobody
made a
said this
metaphor. I made a metaphor. I can't remember exactly what it was. You know, somebody can hit rewind one of these days. But somebody
still believe that.
yes,
shit. And that's
Once
why we
everybody-
doing a freestyle. So
everybody
that's
find
why
out who
we
they
can't
are.
get on topic today. Whoa. Somebody say fairy tales. Well, what we talking about fairy tales?
What was topic?
We ain't had no topic. We was
Who got
freestyling
fairy
today.
tales? Come on.
Hey, now you got me
I'm
wanting to
trying to
talk
see where the
about
fairy
space
tales
travel.
What, dude? How you? Now, ain't nobody
Oh,
want to talk
man.
about space travel today. That's another show, Tut.
That man feel like flying. Like Commodore say, zoom.
Because I mean,
All right.
that's a whole different. You open up a whole different can of worms, though. Especially we ain't gonna get onto that. We be arguing all day. Because I'm gonna pull some shit up on your ass, but I ain't gonna do that today.
I got
Tut, why
something.
you give me the finger, Tut?
Huh?
Why you give me that long finger, man?
I got something for the panel. I got a question for the panel.
Oh shit!
Dinosaurs, did they exist?
Oh man. So
How the fuck we get on
the day that man came to Earth.
Hey, when you freestyle,
okay,
beat,
Zach,
anything come off top of the head.
You asked the question, dog. I'm about to give you an answer. The day
All right, what you got, Coach? I ain't gonna interrupt you either. I ain't gonna interrupt you. Let me ask again.
Oh,
Let me ask again. Hold up, Coach. I ain't gonna interrupt you. Let me ask again.
You got it.
All right. What do you think about dinosaurs?
Did they exist?
Did they exist?
Yeah.
Ready? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Good.
If they did exist, goddamn, we are aliens, and the day we got here is the day that they motherfucking died. How about that? We came in hot on a spaceship, landed, boom, started all this shit, killed them, and now we trying to figure out what the fuck going on where we at. And that's my belief. How about that? If we
Hey, you know what?
you
I'm not gonna even shade from that. I feel you. I feel you.
Be what you got then.
No. I'm just saying.
Go ahead, Jerome.
How the hell a nigga gonna walk around with a Transaurus just walking around eating, biting your head off and shit? You can't goddamn fight that shit. The motherfuckers fast as hell. You know that shit ain't right. Now you might.
I mean,
Hey, hold on. Wait a minute. Hey, let me just say this question. Hey, Melissa, we dropped that. We already discussed that situation in the beginning of the show. So if you get a chance to go back and check that out when we talk about that's when I said ginger instead of gender. That's what. So we did discuss that. So all right, Jerome, go back into it. Back to the show.
Y'all talk about change people today? Oh shit, I missed
but
that.
You was asleep.
but now, I mean, I like the movie Jurassic Park. It was cool. But as far as like dinosaurs, if dinosaurs existed, they're talking about over 300-400 million years ago. There's a time difference that they would never have existed with any human. But I don't know. I don't.
Is that doing Pangea though? Because when no niggas walking, Pangea was around. They ain't no proof.
Right.
Walking when Pangea was around.
To answer your question, Ted, I don't think so because everything's limited to the food source. I mean, those are huge creatures. You know, you have to have a tremendous amount of food uh, to grow to that size. So I don't know.
Atmosphere was different then.
Hey,
Oh,
That's just saying. That's just
I'm
saying you don't
sure it
believe in
was.
giants.
I'm sure it
That's,
was. But if the
that's saying you
atmosphere
don't
was
believe in
different,
giants.
Now,
that's what I'm
now,
saying. If the atmosphere was different, people were different too.
right. So I'm gonna make a small calculation that I don't know if y'all would. Okay, so during the time of dinosaurs, of what they claim existed, millions, what 50, 60, whatever, how many years ago?
Yeah, you talking about hundreds.
They're saying these animals weighed several tons apiece. Now let's look at the Earth, which consists of only one fourth land mass, correct?
oh
Yeah,
shit.
as of now, yes.
Right,
Hey
as of
man.
now. So what it was more visible land back then. That what you're
Yeah,
saying?
that's before the polar
Okay,
ice melted. Come
okay,
on, man.
okay.
You
So
learned that shit in history. But get
okay,
here. Don't be looking at me like I'm the only one thinking that way.
all right,
So
all
you
right.
telling me the polar ice did never melt?
Okay, listen. Okay, now let's give you that calculation. Let's say the Earth is in the time of dinosaurs, half water, half land. All right. Now you got dinosaurs that supposedly were several species, and Coach want to talk about species. There are several species of dinosaurs, and they're weighing several tons apiece.
Oh shit.
So you mean to tell me the Earth can withstand the ramifications
Come on,
of,
man. Don't
of
do that.
thousands of species
Don't
running
do that.
amok?
Don't do that. It's
How
thousands
many
of
people
big
on this
ass
planet,
buildings
man?
running around this motherfucker right now, ain't it? Go downtown Chicago. How they put all that shit down there? Boy, you don't stop. They got motherfucking skyscrapers all up and down the street. They putting
That's one
skyscrapers in the
building.
country now.
That's
They
one
put,
building, Coach. Coach,
man,
that's
that's
one
still
building.
that's like 50 fucking dinosaurs. Quit playing with me, man. You got 100-story-foot building, bro. You said the
That
ton. The
building,
animal weighs
listen,
a ton.
listen,
Each
listen,
building
Coach.
weighs 100 tons. Come on
Listen,
now.
Coach.
Let's do the
You're
math.
talking about that one building being stationary and just standing there. It
Well,
ain't moving, running, and moving and trying to survive. We're talking about tons moving on the earth.
Well, you got
Living.
whales in the water. Them some big ass tons moving around that motherfucker, ain't they?
They don't cause force and inertia on the land either, do they?
Yeah, they go
What
around
they
and
do
eat
in the water?
goddamn hundreds of
They don't
thousands of
cause
fish at one
friction.
time.
They
Quit
don't
playing.
cause friction. They don't
They
cause
eat
friction when they.
100,000 of fish at one time, my nigga. Quit playing.
You're arguing with me to sustain the existence of dinosaurs,
I'm
though.
trying
That's what I'm saying.
No, all I'm saying is, if you look at the cities today, if you look at all these big ass trucks running around, them trucks is moving and goddamn fucking up the concrete, and they weigh
They ain't
several
bouncing.
tons.
They ain't
Still,
bouncing and running,
man,
Coach.
you got a truck running up and down the street,
What
80,000 pounds, my nigga.
You ain't never been to Philly?
It's
What are y'all
thousands.
talking about?
Motherfuckers. It's thousands. So the
What
earth
are y'all
ain't
talking
saying
about?
shit.
I
I don't know.
don't know. This was one of them tech questions. And then we talking about dinosaurs
The
and
earth
fucking
said
they
dinosaurs
don't.
running around
I
this
don't know what the
motherfucker.
fuck.
And I'm like, wait a minute. It's a whole bunch of tons running around the street right now. It's earth moving machines and shit. It's goddamn 18 wheelers. You got all types of shit running around this bitch. You got trains going up and
They ain't
down tracks
stomping.
and shit.
They ain't stomping
It
on the
don't
ground,
matter.
though, Coach.
It don't matter. It don't matter. They
That
moving
makes
this
a
shit. You
big
got earth.
difference.
You got earth
That
movers
makes
running
a
around this
big
motherfucker.
difference, Coach.
A machine will go through and wipe out a whole forest in 30 minutes. Quit playing. All right,
Hey,
what
you got a mute button. You got a mute button on your shit.
Hey
Go
fellas,
ahead, G.
I'm about to say, yo, I gotta get up, man, and early up in the morning, man.
He had
Y'all
too
niggas
much
something
going on.
serious,
Too
dude.
much going on.
Y'all two is something else, boy. Tut and Coach is something else, man.
I
We
understand
start
I be
talking about
understanding
space
what Tut be
travel and
talking about,
dinosaurs.
but the dinosaurs lost me. I'm like, hold on. You talking about tons when you got trucks running around with 85,000 pounds going up and down the highway every goddamn day. That's way more than goddamn 2, 3 fucking dinosaurs. So that should let you know that this earth is well capable And then look how much water.
That is not the same thing, Coach. That is not the same thing.
Oh,
A truck. Listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying, Coach. You don't understand physics because a truck is rolling on wheels and a dinosaur is stomping and running.
Get on Jordan. They got on Jordans, man. Let it be, man.
All right, I got you. Well, let me say this though.
Oh,
America and Africa is still connected. Only thing is just water, but the land is still connected from side to side. So it's still all one landmass at the end of the day, if you think about it. That's all I wanted to say.
Go ahead, B.
I'm trying to get everybody get their last words in, man. I don't know, man. I'm scared. I'm scared that we about to fucking start talking about fucking the center of Earth or some shit.
I'm just about to
talk about though.
I'm finna hit mute button on my mic.
Whoa, hold up, Coach. You came to job late. Damn it, I'm docking your pay. Damn it, we've been almost 2 hours in, and you talking about you showed up at fucking 9:30. No, I'm just joking.
Man, look, I was coming from up the road. Man, I be doing a lot. I just walked in the door and hit the button and went live with y'all. Just straight to work. But I got a question though. Why do so-called black folks is in love with Hennessy? What is the obsession? I'm trying to understand. They love that shit, boy.
Love what?
Hennessy.
This dude is.
Dude, I don't know what the hell happened. My internet just went down again.
Oh shit! Hey,
all right.
I'll let y'all.
Let me get my last words in before this shit shut down. I thank y'all brothers for being on. Since y'all want to clown me on my
oh shit.
I just want to say I appreciate y'all coming on today, man. I appreciate y'all motivating me to keep pushing the day. I wasn't feeling too well today, but at the same time, I got to deal with some bald-headed dudes, these milk duds.
Damn, y'all.
I still don't understand what hey, we ain't doing freestyle no more because y'all go left field and just keep going. But
I'm just trying to figure out what's the obsession with Hennessy. Niggas, boy, they love that shit.
Talking about Hennessy. But
it's freestyle, ain't it?
As I wanted to say, man, I appreciate y'all being on here, man. Hey, I got my last words, and who else want to go next? Y'all some serious dude.
Well, all I say is, continue to find out who you is and get into your community affairs and pay attention to what's going on and don't let them folks pull the bag over your face. That's all I got.
Tut.
Then drop the mic.
Jerome, go ahead and finish it off strong, bro.
Oh man. Nothing. It's always good to be on here with y'all brothers, even though we had a little fun today. Like I said, knowing yourself, knowing what's yours, getting properly connected with the right people to push forward, our agenda, to take back what's ours. That's it, B.
That's it.
All right. Check us out on Facebook, The Three-Headed Monster, The Three-Headed Anubius. That's us, The Three-Headed Monster Podcast. We should be back on Friday. I don't know what we're going to talk about because we might talk about space travel and more.
Oh, no, I can't. I'm gonna miss the space travel. I know nothing about that. That man got to bring his calculus and all types of math equations and shit that calculate the time and speed and light, which the pyramid is supposed to be calculated at the speed of light, but it's off by just a little bit if you really look at it. But that's another subject.
So we're gonna get on. We're gonna, I'm gonna put it out there. So hopefully y'all tune in on us on Friday, between 7, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. We'll probably be on 10 o'clock. Who knows? Because somehow coach don't show up to like 9:30 and he just
My bad, man. I've been pushing it.
I feel y'all, man, but I'm just joking though. But I appreciate y'all brothers being on. But again, it's the Three-Headed Monster podcast plus one, Coach Crew Cut. All right, y'all. Peace out.
Peace.